Obviously somebody's scared about me running because I'm probably going to win again, regardless of what I went through. But it's a witch hunt, man. So let the voters decide.
That was suspended Lafayette City Marshal Brian Pope before court this morning, confident that he was qualified to run for office again. But 2 district judges thought otherwise, and Pope is now disqualified from the race.
The decisions came this morning in back-to-back hearings. The 2 hearings were requested by the Board of Ethics and the district attorney's office. The challenges followed a KATC investigation where we looked into questions about Pope's qualifications. Some of those issues include whether he's a registered voter and if he owes ethics fines. Pope qualified to run for city marshal on July 24th, the last day of qualifying. Chris Welty is live outside the Lafayette Parish Courthouse for us. And Chris, does Pope plan to appeal?
Marcel, at this time, it's unclear if Pope will appeal. His attorney saying if they do appeal, they'll have to file motions quickly, not only in the ethics board case, but also the DA's case. How are you feeling about today?
Good morning. Feeling good.
You feeling pretty confident that you'll be able to get this resolved?
Yes, sir.
Suspended Lafayette City Marshal Brian Pope was holding on to hope as his legal team tried to convince 2 judges he is qualified to run for office.
The matter that the Board of Ethics was seeking was saying that he had falsely put in information relating to whether or not he owed any debts, and that we proved during the course of it that he never had received any of the notices from the Board of Ethics.
The Ethics Board argued Pope signed a sworn affidavit to seek office and noted it's up to the candidate to notify their office of an address change.
They don't disqualify you for not maintaining your address. That's not a disqualification.
The second hearing before a different judge focused on Pope's qualifications to vote since he's a convicted felon.
It was pretty clear, being that he admitted himself on his application and said it under oath he was not a qualified elector, which clearly disqualifies him to run for city marshal.
Pope's attorney Brett Grayson argued the suspended city marshal has not exhausted all of his appeals and he has the right to run.
The rule of law is the rule of law, and we're just enforcing the law.
Meanwhile, Pope maintains this is a witch hunt against him, hinting to his other legal matters.
If you look at the total case, look where we are. I mean, come on.
All right,
thank you.
Let's go.
Next week, Brian Pope will be back here at the Lafayette Parish Courthouse. He's ordered to prove that his probation on a contempt of court conviction should not be revoked. It's also worth noting that we did reach out to the Clerk of Court's office as well as the Secretary of State's office to see if Brian Pope's name will be on the ballot. At this time, it's still unclear. Live in Lafayette, Chris Welty, KATC TV3.
All right, Chris, thanks. And tonight we are still waiting on a second ruling about a second candidate in the race for Lafayette City Marshal who also faced a challenge over his candidacy. Nathan Broussard filed to run using a Lafayette address, but as we reported Thursday night, Broussard was claiming homestead exemption on a home in Scott. Records from the Lafayette tax assessor show the day after our report, Broussard removed the homestead exemption from that Scott home. Happening now, the Lafayette City